Okay, so in retrospect, I probably should not have spent all of my donation money on shoes. I probably should have gotten that stand up and What is up, my goons? How you guys? So, another week, another story to be told, another instance where I probably wasn't as smart as I probably should have been. You know, normal stuff for me, being stupid. It's just normal. It's natural turn of events. Natural, completely 100% natural at all times. Where was I going with it? Oh yeah, story. This week's story has a sponsor, and it's Walmart. I'm actually not sponsored by Walmart, but that's where the story takes place. It's at Walmart. So, Cup Noah really liked Pokemon. I have Pokemon cards on my wall for a reason. It's because I used to really like Pokemon. Pokemon were so cool! So cool! It got to the point where whenever we went to Walmart, me and my brother would find reasons to ditch or get ditched by my parents or my sister or anyone who was taking us. We would find excuses to go sit by the Pokemon cards and just, look at them. We wanted so many. We wanted all the Pokemon. We wanted to catch them all. Like every kid was told to do, to try to be the very best. Like no one ever was, That was the American dream for a 7-year-old in 2007. It was the dream. The American dream. Shipped to us from Japan. That American dream. So one day, we were at Walmart, of all places. Walmart. I love that place. And we were shopping, looking at gift cards and other adult things. I think there were car parts involved. You don't understand. At that age, I never understood taking your child shopping if you weren't gonna get them anything, because right. F in the chat if you were also a greedy child. When you're a child and you're kind of forced to go places, you expect something in return. Like, hey, I'm here. I mean, I realize that when I'm older, I'll understand that if you left me home, it'd be child abuse, but I want Pokemon cards. Drop my hat. Oh, wow. It's under on my bed, quite stylishly. Yeah. So we were looking at cards. Not the right kind of cards for me and my little brother. But we did find a very funny card. A very funny card. It was so funny. Blew our mind. Okay? So the card was there was a wall with like a hole in it. It's like a brick wall. But in the card there was a hole in it. And through this hole you could see partially into the inside flap of the card, but only the first part, only the first syllable of the whole message, and it says suck. And the front of the card, if you look at it, just says you suck. We saw it. We were 7. That was the funniest thing. That was comedy gold. Comedy gold. We were just sitting there laughing at this card for minutes. We could have sat there. We had found enlightenment. We had found enlightenment in this very cheap joke. You suck. But then you would open up the card. It was a graduation card, and it would say, "You've succeeded." That was funny because you suck. Boom. Comedy gold. We were laughing our buttocks off. We had reached nirvana. We were at peace. Just laughing at this card. It was awesome. It was so freaking funny. But then the laughter stopped. I noticed my brother had stopped laughing. He was doing this with his head. Back and forth. What? I was like, what are you doing, Nathan? Huh? What are you doing? And he's like, where's Mom? She was gone. She freaking ghosted us. Freaking, okay. I was thinking, I was a pretty rational 7-year-old, to be completely honest. I was so rational. Like, the most rational 7-year-old I knew. So I was like, okay, she couldn't have gotten that far. So I poked my head into the next aisle over. She wasn't there. I poked my head into the next aisle over. And then I went 2 aisles back to where my brother was, and then I went 1 aisle down in the other direction. Couldn't see her. And I actually, low-key, started to freak out. I'm 7. My brother is 5. Alone in Walmart. What? This is a man versus wild. I had to be the older brother. On the inside of my soul, was freaking out. But when you're 7, you've gotta suck it up, and you gotta be strong for your little brother. Okay. My brother started to shut it down. Where's Mom? And I was like, Nathan, there's only one thing to do. We must go somewhere. They will know where we have gone. Someplace so obvious that once they notice that we're gone, they'll know to go there, because it's so obvious that would be the place that we would go. He's like, where? Nathan, let's go look at Pokemon cards. And that put a smile on his face, because we knew exactly where they were in the store. It was our favorite spot in the store, right there, by the cash registers. Right there, by the cash registers. We would sit down. We sat down in front of the little wall with the little hooks. We started taking packs of the card, examining them closely, admiring the beautiful Poke art on the packages, flipping them over, reading the lore, because they had small bits of Poke lore on the back of these packages because they knew stuff. Either that, or it was like reasons why this isn't technically gambling for children. I don't know. All I know is there was some pretty good Poke literature on the back of these packs. Minutes pass. We're waiting. More minutes pass, and we're just waiting. We're completely content. We have found another Nirvana in Walmart. Another Nirvana. Most people spend their entire lives searching for one. But we were so lucky to find 2, in Poke Heaven. Looking at tins, the big boy Pokemon card tins, the booster packs and everything. Oh my gosh, they had freaking Deoxys, all of the forms of Deoxys. Praise be to Deoxys. This was around the time when Arceus was released, the Poke super god, looking at his booster packs and everything. And then of course there was the small merchandise things. We're looking at the Poke keychains. I really wanted to get a freaking Turtwig keychain because Turtwig is awesome. Turtwig was my second starter card that I ever got. So that's a small story, that's a small tangent for another time. My first Pokemon card experience. But Turtwig was my number 1. Second is only by Piplup, because I freaking love those 2 evolutionary lines. They were so cool! You got a freaking continent turtle and the freaking Emperor of the North Pole! So cool! Freaking love those. And then we hear something in the back of our ears. And then we hear something in the back of our ears. There you 2 are! We have been walking all around the cards section. We were only 1 item classification over. We were looking at curtains. We could see you two leave. You two are in big trouble. I think she was overreacting, obviously. Obviously she was overreacting, but who am I? I was 7. I couldn't do anything about it. I got the paddle. I still need to tell you that story about the paddle. Next time, I guess. Until then, good night.